All right, yo. This is Sean D'Lo, and I'm here today with
Christian.
Christian. We are at what is this park called? What I don't even know what
It's
this park
called
is called.
Topiary Park, man.
Topiary Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's by the main library, Columbus, Ohio, downtown. And we just about to ask Christian a few questions and just see how his day is going. You know what I mean? What's he's up? What's he's up to? So how you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. I'd say it's actually been a really nice, peaceful day.
Yeah.
Internal type of day.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So how old are you?
I'm 22.
22.
And then should I be looking at you or looking at that camera? All right, bet. That makes it more conversational.
So what do you do for a living? Are you a student or just?
So I just graduated and moved to Columbus, and I work in, it's complicated, but I guess like affordable housing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get into something like that? Or is that like something you want to like continue with, or is just something for now? Or
Yeah, man, that's a pretty complicated question for me because
Right.
my work is a lot of who I am. I take it very personally, right? It's hard for me to disconnect. And so this work came about because I originally wanted to do finance, and that
Right.
came about as a result of being a first generation college student. I wanted to get the family out of the situation that we were in, but I realized like about halfway into my studies
right,
that it wasn't really aligning with my soul's purpose. And so very last second, the second half of my senior year, I started trying to get into another type of industry, and so I ended up in community development finance and specifically affordable housing.
wow, no, that's super respectable. I love that.
Yeah.
So I guess but what are some of your goals?
Some of my goals, man.
Yeah, I mean, and we can be as vague or as particular as we want to, whatever we want to do.
Yeah, that's a good question because right now I haven't really been thinking about the future too much. I've been trying to be a bit more in the present, and that's because in the past I've just been consistently thinking of the future. And so, but if I had something like one big goal, I would say it's to make the world a better place. I know that's corny, but I think it's if everybody does that, the world genuinely does become a better place. So,
Nah. No, yeah, I 100% agree, and I think that's beautiful, man. Honestly, I do. I really love that. Shoot, you got me. I'm at a loss for words,
you should
brother.
have a set of questions in front of you, man.
I should have a set of questions,
a
huh?
little piece of paper. I'm from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
When did you come to Ohio?
Like 6-7 months ago.
Really?
Yep.
6-7 months ago.
Yep.
How are you liking Ohio?
Hey, man. Ohio in general. I went to college in Oberlin, Ohio, which is like 30 minutes from Cleveland. But Columbus, Ohio, specifically 7 months. And honestly, I've been liking the city. It's a
Really?
little like, it's missing some spice, some flavor. It still kind of feels like a slate. Maybe that's just because I've only been in downtown. But I see, a lot of opportunity, Yeah, that's what I see.
My main thing that I feel about Columbus is I feel like it's a growing city. Like
Yeah.
I feel like, especially with like the tech industry, or like, I guess it's a little different now because who knows how long like tech is going to remain like one of those hot jobs. But I mean, at least for the past few years, I felt like Ohio, especially Columbus, has been like a city that was kind of growing and developing a lot. You know what I mean? Like a lot of scaling up in certain areas, especially like downtown. It's been like getting a lot bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you think has been the biggest change?
The biggest change.
Yeah. Because you said it's changed a lot in 2 years.
Yeah, I feel like downtown in particular, not like central downtown, but like kind of getting towards the short north area. I feel like they cleaned that area up a lot. Especially, I guess that would have been like over like the past decade, but like it's cleaned up a lot down there, and it's really become like a beautiful spot, like a kind of a hot spot for like the arts and just like people in general. Like, yeah, I think it's really changed a lot over there for sure.
It's really active. I haven't been here for too long, but from what I see in day, man, it's active. It gets active on the weekends. This seems pretty fun.
No, we were out the other night, and we were just walking around getting random footage, and like we seen so many people walking around downtown dressed up for Halloween. So
Yeah,
yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
like a good time.
Yeah.
What about culturally? How has it shifted?
culturally.
Yeah,
Um,
because these things that you're talking about seem a little bit more economic. I'm just wondering how it's changed socially, culturally, all that.
culturally, um, I think the biggest changes culturally have maybe not necessarily been in the downtown area, but specifically like in some of the urban areas. Like for instance, where I grew up on the south side of town.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave as well grew up on the south side of town.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen it change a lot over there. And like that hot topic word gentrification. I feel like that's like really done a lot over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen spots that like I've been to since I was like 4 years old. Now like random people are pulling like people were treated like a tourist attraction at
Yeah.
this rate. And like part of me enjoys it because part of me like enjoys the fact that like yo it's not as like hostile in certain places anymore. And I
Mm-hmm.
like that because I feel like more urban areas should have like stricter guidelines for living.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also I feel like it like I understand how that can be like detrimental for the people that have been over there their entire lives,
Yeah.
and like to see like where you're from be kind of like uprooted and like almost feels like it's being taken away from you.
I
So
see.
like,
Yeah.
so I feel like it's a mixed bag. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's a real mixed bag.
I got a question, man.
Mm.
Because this is something that I've been like, well, the work that I
All
do,
right.
this is a big topic, is gentrification.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm coming into Columbus. And now I'm realizing I'm in an area that's, semi-affluent.
Hmm.
How do I respect a space that isn't my home? Like, how do I go about navigating day to day without feeding into that gentrification, you think?
Uh, I mean, I guess it's just trying to trying to understand how things may work in that area. I
I see.
guess.
Okay.
And I guess that could be like a super difficult thing to do as well.
Hmm.
But I mean, I guess it's just like trying to understand how things flow, the flow of everything, and like how things have worked in that area. Um, and just you know what I mean, showing respect to that without like, I mean, and like especially like in the field of work like you're in, like trying to if you're trying to introduce change, just like show respect when you're doing that, and
Hmm.
like make your intentions clear. I guess you know what I mean,
I see.
right,
Yeah.
because I feel like a lot of people can like feel threatened by that type of thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Mm.
I see. Okay, yeah, that's definitely been something on my mind a lot because it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's a duality. Also, where I come from, I started noticing a lot of gentrification,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, it would piss me off,
Right.
because it's in the early phases, and I'm like, okay, like I see my friends, they can barely, get by now.
Yeah.
People that I went to high school with, they're struggling to be able to afford groceries, be able
Right.
to afford rent, and shit like that. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's like, okay, what are we doing? What's the end goal here? What's the motive? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be respectful because I've
Right.
seen it happen back at home, and I'm like,
Mm.
okay, I hate it. But
Right.
people here probably hate it too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's a double edged sword because like on one hand, like you understand like they're trying to make it better,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like that that want to make something in quotation marks, I guess, better
Hmm.
can like uproot somebody's way of living, and like it kind of like rattles somebody's whole world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I got a question,
yeah.
man. What got you into music?
Oh, what got me into
Yeah.
music? So I started making music when I was 14. I'm 25 now. I started making music when I was
Okay.
14.
14.
Because my
Still
older
teenager.
cousins, they were making music, and I just loved their music so much.
Mhm.
Like I would listen to their music all day.
What type of music would they make?
They were rappers
I
as
see.
well,
I
but
see.
yeah. So I just listened to a lot of their music, and like one day I was riding on the school bus home, and I was like, yo, I want to, because one of them had a song. It was called Forever, and I loved that song so much. That was like my favorite song,
Okay.
and I was like, I want to make something to that beat.
Yeah.
So I
Forever.
just
What's the artist? Is it on Spotify by any chance?
I don't think it's on Spotify. It may still be on SoundCloud.
Okay. I'm a
Yeah,
download
because this
SoundCloud
is
just
like
for
yeah
that.
in the SoundCloud days, but yeah. So I made a song on that. Mine isn't up anymore because I've tried to clean like a lot of like my older, less quality music, but
You don't think
the
it's just
reason
as important though?
I
It
fe-
shows a journey, no? Or do
it
you have it
definitely
for yourself?
yeah it definitely does show the journey. I've kept some older
Okay.
things up, but like like some of I've trimmed a lot of the fat basically. But
I see.
the reason I stuck with music though, it's just because I feel like music has helped me out in a lot of hard times. Like when I didn't feel all there mentally,
Hmm.
I feel like it's really helped me like get out of some tough situations where I just didn't feel like I wanted to go on anymore,
Right.
and I didn't feel like I really had anybody that I could really talk to that would at least like really understand and like really like provide me any feedback that will really be valuable.
Hmm.
So I would just like put it in my songs, and like that's what really like gave me a space to like vent and get things off of my chest that I really could not get off of my chest with
Yeah.
anybody else that I knew.
Hmm.
So that's what really kept me into music, and just seeing like the way people started to react once I really started like to put a lot of myself into it. Like people started to like really reacting like, okay, I actually like it. Like this is powerful. This is dope. So yeah.
Yeah. It's like the truer you are to yourself in your art and your music, the more reaction you get, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Like anytime I go out there and I'm like trying to make the track that's like, okay, this is gonna be the one that's like the banger. This is the it. This the one that everybody can dance to or get turned to or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get as much feedback from those, but like when I'm just like rapping and I'm just talking about real stuff, real
Yeah.
shit, people gravitate to that more. So
Yeah. How do you
yeah.
know it is when you like cooked up something good? Like how do you like what is it that gives it away, do you think?
Uh sometimes I just know it right after I finish making it, and
You're
I'll
like
play it
shit.
back, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
this
like, yeah. Like I literally just did that last night. We were recording last night,
yeah.
and one of my homies he dropped a verse, and I was like, oh, let me come in off of this, let me do something to it,
Yeah.
and I just wrote that verse in like 3, 4, 5 tops minutes, and like they were like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is crazy."
Yeah.
But yeah, so sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I gotta sit with things a little bit longer to
Mhm.
like really like fill it out to like understand like, yo, is this something that's really like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Because at the
yeah,
same time, this because if it's expression, it's also like introspection, and you're figuring out yourself through this music as well,
of
right?
course, of course,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. I mean, again, like I've learned that's kind of what guided me out of like certain situations, because like I wouldn't even know like that was something that I'm feeling until I wrote it on a page and I set it over a beat, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. Like that
Yeah.
makes sense now. It makes sense why you feel that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've been in the same boat recently, man. I've been trying out poetry again
Oh yeah.
because I used to be into it when I was like a little bit younger, like a
Mm.
kid. Um, but getting back into it now, and that's exactly how I feel, man. Is like you start writing stuff down, and you're like,
Uh huh.
oh shit, I didn't even know I felt this way, but like here it is on the paper.
Right.
I mean, I projected it.
Uh huh.
That was the subconscious speaking. So
Yeah.
how do we move forward knowing that now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, there's this poetry spot. Well, it's like a art studio, but like on every, I want to say third Wednesday. I think it's every third Wednesday out of the month.
Mhm.
They do like this poetry show where like a bunch of like local poets will come in and like do their thing. I've done it a few times there.
What's
It's
it
called
called?
Say Word Wednesdays. They're on
Say
Instagram. And yeah, they do a lot. A lot of really great poets come through there. People will come through and do powerful stuff. People will come through and do silly stuff. People will come through do sensual stuff. Whatever. I mean, whatever they're feeling like. Super open space.
This is cool. It seems like a nice community.
Yeah, yeah, no, like everybody in there is super. Like first time I went,
Yeah.
I was a little timid. Like I was like, I don't know anybody here because
Yeah.
I've never been like an introvert. I mean, an extrovert. I've always been like to myself, introverted.
Hmm.
So, but like when I went there and I just like felt the vibe of the room, and I was like, nah, I like this. I genuinely like this, and like I got up and I talked to a few people after they did their things. I was like, yo, I really love that piece that you
Yeah.
did, and they would respond kindly and respond back like, I like what you did too. So
Yeah.
yeah, a lot
So
of
it's a
genuine
loving
people there.
community.
Very loving community.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, you love to see that, especially with artists.
Yeah, love this shit. I mean, especially like I feel like art is like a field where like, especially a lot of artists, at least here in this city, because I've been to other cities where I feel like their artists support each other a lot more,
Mm,
but I feel like here is really clicky, and there's like,
really?
yeah, there are artists that like don't really want to support anybody except for like if we're like this, and there are other artists that are like, no, I want to really like feed into it. But those artists are rare to come by that are like really like wanting to invest in other people. So that when I found that space, that's why I was like so shocked.
Yeah.
So because I was like, whoa, like everybody here is like super nice and like
Yeah.
super respectful and like wants to like really digest and dissect your art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's vulnerability, but at the same time, it's nice being seen in that way.
Yeah, of course.
And what do you think it is that makes the art group here in Columbus so cliquey as opposed to other places?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have egos, and like like I've never been afraid to like let people know that. Like I feel like people have egos, and
You tell it straight to their face.
yeah,
And they get pissed, huh?
yeah. Like,
I love that.
but like I feel like if I can't say it to your face, I might as well not say it at all. I mean, like,
Yeah.
so yeah. Like, I feel like a lot of people have egos and like don't want to let that go. So, I mean, and I'll try to talk to people still, but like, I've kind of learned to like just take it as it is, because like, there's nothing I can really say to honestly change anybody's frame of mind. Like, I guess like if somebody's willing to have their frame of mind change, but like if you're not, then like you're gonna hear what I say and be like, yeah, all right, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that can be rough. No, if you're not willing to take on things like criticism because of your ego, especially in art.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Is that not detrimental?
It super detrimental. I was literally just talking to him and telling him that, I got a comment the other day on YouTube, and dude was like J. Cole from Temu.
All right, that's kind of fucked up though. What's the feedback there?
I was just like, I appreciate it, bro. Because like I just learned like, yeah, I'm not gonna let anybody like comment and like trying to tear me down, or like I don't even know if he was really trying to tear me down. Maybe he just wanted to laugh. That's what, and it made me laugh. Like it genuinely got a good laugh out of me. So I was like, I appreciate that with a few laughing emojis. But yeah, I mean like whenever people do like genuinely just like comment and they're like, nah, it's trash or whatever, I'm just like, I appreciate the comment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I appreciate the feedback because I mean I know I'm realistic. I know that like I can't satisfy everybody's taste and wants and needs for art. I mean, like, some people don't want to listen to that, and like I can't do anything about that. So, I mean, it is what it is.
It comes back full circle, right? Because in expressing your truest self through your art, there's gonna be people who hate it and people who love it.
Exactly.
That's just what's gonna come naturally as an artist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's something I have to like learn to cope with. But I feel like I've always received a lot of hate. Like, one of my closest friends, Jay, he'd tell you, like, yo, my freshman year when I first started rapping, like, I would pass out CDs. I don't know who had a CD player, but I would pass out CDs.
Yeah.
I would burn CDs and I would pass them out. And people would, like, do the craziest shit. Like, people would, like, throw them on the ground, throw them in the trash, bury them in dirt. One dude sent me a video of him flushing it down the toilet.
What the fuck?
But I was just like, I always was just like, I don't know. I guess I've always been thick-skinned in that way because I've always known like I know every artist received hate. Every artist still receives hate. Like you know, Kendrick Lamar receives hate. Drake receives hate. Taylor Swift. Everybody's getting hate. So like,
so you
but there's
mentioned
also love
Kendrick
with
Lamar first. You a Kendrick Lamar fan?
Yeah, I'm definitely a Kendrick fan. Don't get me wrong. I like Drake's music too, though. Like I'm not one of those guys that's like.
Hey, you can like both, man.
Yeah, exactly,
like
exactly.
One mean you don't like the other.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of. I don't like a lot of recent Drake though. Like the most recent Drake album I listened to is Scorpion. That's 2018.
Yeah, that's a little while ago.
Yeah.
What songs were on that? It's been a while.
That's one. I don't like a lot of the like super hit songs out there. Like Nice for What. I'm not that much of a fan for that. That has God's Plan on it. I hate that song. Like, I despise that. It's just, I think they just overplayed it so much. It's like, all right, I'm sick of it. Like,
yeah, that happens.
But
I hate when I do that with my own playlist. Like I play a song too much, and I hate it, and I'm like, why did I do that?
I've done that so many times. Like I'll have like my gym playlist on, and I'm like just skipping through songs. I'm like, I'm sick of it. You know what I mean?
I did that with Kendrick with Fear.
Yeah,
that's probably my favorite song.
No,
and so I just now started listening to it again after like a year, and I'm like, oh, this is hitting again.
My favorite song off of that album is Pride. I love that song so much. That Like when I first heard that, I was like, "Oh my god, this song is so good."
Yeah.
I loved it.
I feel like people don't really listen to the lyrics with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Which is a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
But hey, he got good sound.
I mean, it's the same thing like how like a lot of people didn't care for Mr. Morale when that first came out. Like when I first listened to that, I was like, no, this is powerful. I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was super strong.
Yeah. And then like just returning to it in the future, like it really solidified. Like, no, this is. I don't know if it's my favorite Kendrick album, but it's in my top 3 Kendrick albums for sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You see, some of the people that I talked to, and I noticed there's like kind of a trend. People that said they hated it were people that I know didn't come from like struggle. They ain't really seen adversity.
Right.
Yeah, and then on the other end, the people that love it, yeah, they've been through it.
It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I mean, because that's where he's going through. Like, it's basically a big therapy session for him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and it's his most personal album that he ever did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah. I mean, that makes sense that like it has that stigma to it. So yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, this is a good album.
Yeah, very good album.
We can do one more question. Kind of wrapping it all up.
So. Let's see. I really should have had questions prepared, shouldn't I? I mean, let's leave it off like this. What is one piece of advice that you want to give to the audience, and like whatever?
Ooh, dang. Well, I guess again, full circle. Started talking about my work. It's very personal to me. Was not following my heart. And I regret that so heavily now. So I would say the piece of advice that I'm gonna give is you gotta follow your heart.
For sure.
Yeah, and everything you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
And that's it.
Yeah. Man, it's been great talking to you.
Yes,
I think this went way over what we were supposed to do, but I appreciate it. It's been a good talk. Great talk. Yeah, that's what good conversations do. You just lose the time, but I gotta respect it, gotta love it, honestly.
Yes, sir. And then you gotta show me some music.
Not, of course. That's what we're about to do right now. Les yeux noyés dans un désert.